This particular episode is a continuation of the happenstance between Liquorose and Emmanuel. Okay, yesterday we all know that they did Allah tax. Then after the tax, of course, everybody retired back to the biggest house and Liquorose went to the garden.
Maybe the problem is me. Maybe I should simply think faster.
At this point, I just have to admit that mental health is real because the way Liquorose is lying down there, in as much as she might be thinking on how to display this particular task that Big Brother gave to her, then again, this thing is affecting her so much because this is not the Liquorose that we know. In as much as she is doing one or two other things in the house, but she is so addicted to Emmanuel. So imagine taking that thing that you cherish so much from you, how you want to react. Emmanuel, on the other hand, is missing from the camera. I am yet to see where Emmanuel went after the Allah tax until Big Brother now called the entire housemates to just gather at the lounge. Big Brother announced that Saga, Yusuf, Sasuke and Angel has won today's tax, and yes, they won 1.5 million naira, so they are going to share it among the four of them. And Angel's reaction when they were announced the winner is something that I'm going to emphasize later. So immediately after the announcement, Emmanuel just went straight to the shower, had his night shower and fiam on his bed. For the first time ever since the inception of this Big Brother Naija season 6, Emmanuel has to go to bed before 8 p.m. Who does that? Have you noticed that Emmanuel didn't even bother eating dinner? As in, he's not even in the mood to interact with any of his fellow housemates. Oh God, Big Brother now, why are you doing this? But then again, we are the ones that has been complaining that this show is boring. So Big Brother has to do anything that he can do to upset the game for us to be entertained. But in as much as that we are being entertained, I am still concerned somehow on their mental health. The restless Liquorose has to move from the garden into the house looking for something to do just to distract herself. Then she goes upstairs to the game room. That is where he met Cross, who is trying to arrange the snooker game. Of course, we already know that Cross has made upstairs his permanent residence because he is always there waiting for green lights to appear on the executive lounge so that he will be the first to enter there, because one of his mission in that house is to make sure that he enters that executive lounge before he is evicted, or whether he stays till the end of the show. So Liquorose joining Cross upstairs. Cross now asks Liquorose, "You care to play with me?"
You want to play?
Yeah.
You still not talking to Emmanuel?
Not really.
I just love the way Liquorose is just taking her time before she answers every question. Yes, she is well calculated, and absolutely, Liquorose learned so well from her bestie, and yes, she is trying to beat her bestie to the game. And Liquorose will be like, if Maria can do it, then who am I not to do it more than Maria? And Cross, let me just tell you, you think you can psych any other housemate, because that's what Cross does. Cross knows how to introduce an discussion, and the next thing, Cross will try to do you as a role to make sure that you divulge everything that he needs to know. And in this place now, you want to do it with Liquorose, and Liquorose will take her time to answer you. And Liquorose, take this.
Sure, like whatever you want to do. Like at the end of the day, it's up to you.
Yeah, I just need to be my space. I told him already. She doesn't need my space.
So that's what you really want.
You can bet, and I can bet as well, that Liquorose is playing this game very well, and you can score her in the comment section how far she has been carrying out this prank on Emmanuel. But closer look on Liquorose, you will notice that this is hitting Liquorose so hard emotionally. But then again, the game has to be played. Finally, Liquorose has gone to take her night shower, and she has now retired to her newest crib in one of the sofa in the lounge of Big Brother to have her night rest. Have you ever been in a position whereby what you cherish so much is suddenly snatched away from you? How do you cope with it? Then imagine if it is happening in a secluded area. That is when you just have only one option to applaud Liquorose for playing this game very well. Now, Liquorose has gotten the newest crib of lying down in the lounge because she cannot even sleep on any bed again, because any bed that Liquorose chooses to sleep, it might end up being close to Emmanuel. And Emmanuel, on the other hand, is still on his bed. But I don't even know if Emmanuel is thinking, sleeping, or just creating some imagination, because why Emmanuel own is hitting him hard is that he don't even understand why Liquorose is doing this. He is yet to know his offense and why. This matter don't tie her power, and so we see her home. And today is absolutely going to be the direct section, so I can't wait to see what Big Brother is going to discuss with Liquorose and how Liquorose is definitely going to react after Big Brother will now tell Liquorose, okay, this tax or this prank has come to an end. Now Kaede has to take the camera to the blue room where Emmanuel is sleeping, and to my utmost surprise, Emmanuel is restless. It be like say this thing is contagious, because as Emmanuel is being restless on the bed, from the video clip that you watched now, you find that Emmanuel could not sleep. See the way he's just standing up and down on his bed. It is also affecting Liquorose in the lounge, because I don't understand who sleeps the way Liquorose is actually sleeping. Let's just be factual and sincere. Have you ever seen someone that is sleeping with toothpick right in their mouth, or should I say pinned on their lips and teeth? Because how can Liquorose be sleeping with that toothpick? And the way she's sleeping facing up, that is not the Liquorose that we know ever since she has been in Biggie's house. So she's just trying to think either a way she's still going to avoid Emmanuel, or just ruminating on when this particular prank is going to come to an end. And Biggie, while you are doing this thing, I am just imploring you to please do check on their mental health and keep monitoring them, because if this thing deteriorates from being pranked to their mental health, please act immediately. And why these things are happening, do you know that also PROMAX, in the name of Saga, was just having a discussion with Nini at their closet side? Do you know that Nini was not telling Saga that she actually regretted fighting Cross, and she also accepted that yes, that the fight, what triggered the fight is because Nini was actually fighting with Saga, and she was like, you cast it, and you are the reason that that thing happened, and I regretted fighting. And Saga was like, if not for the prank, when I was watching you initially, that I also wanted to come and carry you with force and take you inside the room. And then he was like, if you have done that, I will beat you, and two of us will now have strike. Guess what also PROMAX Saga said? I'll never allow you to have the strike. Biggie will give me my strike and your own strike. And then he was like, you have a standing strike. So if you take another strike from my strike, that is automatic disqualification. That is the extent of this love that Saga has for Nini. Please, I don't want us to just talk about this thing that Saga is doing. Just press ignore button on what Saga is doing, but do promote and publicize my channel by simply clicking on the red icon down below to subscribe to my channel if this is the first ever fresh episode you're watching on my channel. And to my returning subscribers, you know I am doing this thing for you guys, and thank you so much for sticking on my channel. And you that is subscribing for the first time, do also turn on the notification bell that is right beside the subscribe button to always notify you and for you not to miss out in any of my fresh episodes. And thank you guys so much for watching. And what do you think? Should they bring this prank to an end, or are you all enjoying the game? Or what do you think also? Should Biggie reward Liquorose for playing this prank very well? Whatever it is, that let this discussion continue in the comment section as I go to bring to you guys another update. And